Israel Adesanya, former UFC middleweight champion, is the most beautiful striker the sport has ever seen. Even at the highest level, the vast majority of MMA fights tend to be sloppy and hard to watch. By the third round, punches and kicks flop through the air like you're watching a battle between inflatable tube men, inviting you to take advantage of low introductory APRs. Adesanya, on the other hand, is precise, surgical. At a lithe 6'4" four-in, he moves with the fluidity of a Tekken character and possesses the hip mobility of a newborn baby. His kicks will flare up at one angle, only to radically change trajectory at the last second, tracing an arc around your guard to smack you in the neck. He flows from one uncanny movement into the next, as if floating. If MMA, a chaotic, gruesome, theatrical sport, is balletic violence, Adesanya is prima assoluta. Israel Adesanya was born in Lagos, Nigeria, as the eldest of 5 children. His father worked as an accountant, and his mother was a nurse. In his early years, Israel attended Chrisland School and even tried Taekwondo. Unfortunately, he had to stop due to an injury. In 1999, his family moved to Ghana for 10 months before settling in Rotorua, New Zealand, when he was 10 years old. During his high school days, Israel's interests weren't in sports, but rather Japanese anime like Death Note and Naruto. Sadly, he faced bullying during these years, which later influenced his decision to pursue martial arts. After high school, he enrolled in college to study computer design. However, at the age of 18, he got inspired by a Muay Thai film called Embark and decided to start training in kickboxing. This led to a significant turning point in his life as he decided to leave college and pursue kickboxing professionally, amassing an impressive amateur record of 32-0 before going pro. At the age of 21, Israel Adesanya moved to Auckland, New Zealand, where he began his MMA journey under the guidance of Eugene Behrman at City Kickboxing. During his training, he worked alongside future UFC fighters like Dan Hooker, Kai Kara France, and Alexander Volkanovski. He also received wrestling training from Andre Paulets. In May 2010, Israel Adesanya began a remarkable winning streak, where he won 7 consecutive fights. His first victory in this streak was against Tim Antonio, and he won by unanimous decision. Following that, he continued his winning ways, mostly competing with Wu Linfeng in China. His impressive streak led to an opportunity to participate in the 2014 Kunlun Fight 80 Kyogo tournament, which was held during Kunlun Fight 2. Unfortunately, in the semi-final match of this tournament, he faced Simon Marcus and lost in an extra round split decision. Israel Adesanya then made his debut in Glory at Glory 15, where he faced Philip Verlinden. Verlinden won the fight by unanimous decision. However, they had a rematch 2 years later at Glory of Heroes 3, and this time, Adesanya emerged victorious with a unanimous decision. Adesanya also took part in regional tournaments in New Zealand. He participated in the King in the Ring Cruiserweights 2 tournament, where he won by unanimous decision in the quarterfinal, by knockout in the semifinal, and clinched the tournament victory with another knockout in the final against Jamie Eads. Moving up in weight, Adesanya entered the 2015 The Heavyweights 3 tournament. He secured victories by TKO and KO in the quarterfinal and semifinal matches, respectively. In the finals, he faced Jamie Eads again and won the tournament by unanimous decision, building on his growing reputation as a talented fighter. After his previous successes, Israel Adesanya continued to shine in the kickboxing world. He won 5 out of his next 6 fights, defeating notable opponents like Yusri Belgarui and Bogdan Stoica. However, he faced a tough loss against Alex Pereira, a future Glory middleweight champion, who won by unanimous decision. In 2016, Adesanya took part in the Glory middleweight contender tournament. He showcased his skills by defeating Robert Thomas in the semifinals with a unanimous decision and clinched the tournament victory with a split decision win over Yusri Belgarui. Adesanya's journey in kickboxing led him to a title shot. He fought Jason Wilness for the Glory Middleweight Championship at Glory 37, Los Angeles. Although the result was controversial, Wilness won the fight by unanimous decision. His last kickboxing match before transitioning to mixed martial arts was a rematch with Alex Pereira at Glory of Heroes 7. Unfortunately, Pereira won this fight by knocking out Adesanya with a short left hook in the third round. Israel Adesanya began his professional MMA journey in 2012 with a TKO win against James Griffiths. He continued his success with another TKO win over John Vake. After a 2-year break from MMA, he returned in August 2015, winning by TKO against Song Kenan. Adesanya built an impressive 8-0 record, primarily competing in Oceanian and Chinese circuits. During this time, he became the AFC middleweight champion at Australia Fighting Championship 20 with a first-round TKO over Melvin Gillard and secured the Hex Fight Series middleweight championship with a first-round KO of Stuart Dare. In December 2017, Adesanya signed with the UFC and made his debut against Rob Wilkinson in February 2018, winning via technical knockout. His next fight took place in April 2018, where he faced Marvin Vettori and won by split decision. Adesanya's dominance continued as he won fights against Brad Tavares, Derek Brunson, and even faced former UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva, winning via unanimous decision.
The guy that takes risks. A lot of these guys are too pussy. They don't take risks. They're too safe. They play the game safe.
His journey to the UFC middleweight championship began with a victory over Kelvin Gastelum for the interim title in April 2019. Followed by a title unification bout against Robert Whittaker in October 2019, which he won via knockout in the second round. Adesanya successfully defended his title against Yoel Romero and then faced Paulo Costa in September 2020, winning by technical knockout. However, his move up a weight class to challenge for the UFC light heavyweight championship resulted in a loss via unanimous decision against Jan Blachowicz in March 2021. In November 2022, Adesanya faced Alex Pereira, losing the fight and title via technical knockout, marking his first loss at middleweight. However, he made a triumphant comeback in a rematch against Pereira in April 2023, winning the fight and title via knockout in the second round. These were the highs and lows of Israel Adesanya's remarkable MMA journey, filled with victories, title wins, and memorable fights. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell. Stay tuned for more fight content.